Woo boy! Season 3, episode 10, Vikings fans. The Dead is what we're discussing tonight. Yeah, me, you, and Kari are gonna hell of a talk right now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hello! Hi, Viking fans, Viking fans. How are you guys tonight?
Awesome.
Awesome. I'm also doing awesome. James Simmons once again is in here.
He is, like saving lives and helping people.
He's saving lives, helping people.
I guess we can excuse it.
I mean, to that degree, I guess we can excuse you, James.
Yeah.
But we've been trying now for weeks to get all three of us together. Last week,
I know,
was
right?
in my
It's been a little all over the place.
Yeah, I was in my underwear at home last week, and just didn't work out. And
the chat room appreciated that comment.
Yeah. But it's true, But anyway, guys, my name is Jaco Vienings. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody on the live chat. Blow it up for us. Let us know how you guys are doing tonight. This is episode 10, season 3. I think I changed that around in the beginning. The Dead for Vikings. And I'm Jaco Vienings. You guys can catch me all over Jaco at Jaco Vienings on all the social media platforms.
It didn't sound switched to me, but maybe I wasn't listening enough. I don't know. It sounded fine. Anyway, hey guys, my name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. And I don't know how much you guys can tell on this camera, but I did my Lagerthaand. Oh wait, I take my headphones off for you. There we go. My Lagerthaand braids.
Nice. I love it.
A little bit of a poof, but kind of.
You guys should
failed
see
a
it
little
up
bit
close.
with the headphones.
You should see it up close. It looks
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. Looks exactly like
Perfect for the
Lagerthaand.
finale,
Yes.
Yeah.
So season 4, episode 11. When we pick this up again.
Wait, season 4, episode 11 now.
When we pick this up again.
Oh, okay.
When we pick this up
I was
in the
like, wait,
fall,
what?
we will have Floki.
Oh, we're all gonna do it.
Well, I feel like we were
I've already kinda
teasing
done
them.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hey guys, I've done it before. I got a little bit on today, and I've done more before. So I would love to see both you guys doing it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not?
Wouldn't that be just season 4, episode 1? Oh no, right. We're jumping ahead because they already covered it.
Yeah, we already covered season 4, episode 1 to 10, and so we'll pick it up at 11. But guys, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. You are awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is all about you at home watching the Viking show, and now sitting and chatting with myself and the beautiful lady Lagerthaand, Kari D Lane next to us. Yeah, look at the beautiful hair.
Yay.
But so, okay.
Ready to kick butt, trying to get back on the chat room again.
We're on the chat room. So you guys, let us know what you guys are thinking. We're reading it. Look at that. Humtu's like, nice, Kari.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Humtu missed last week's show, but we'll forgive you because you're here right now.
He watches Box Office Breakdown too, so it's another good show that I'm on that you guys should watch.
Yeah.
Movie
Shameless
stuff.
plug. Do it.
Yep. Do it.
All right, so this episode we're going to break down right now. Whoops, sorry about that. And so we're going to do a little part of the Viking section. We'll jump to the castle section, and those two merge at the end, and we'll take it from there. So let's start at the Viking section here.
Yes.
Section 1 for the Vikings.
All right.
So the Vikings,
yelling.
they received it. Is your earphones a little loud? Because mine is soft. Is it really loud, guys?
It's loud.
Expert, is it too loud?
It's good.
It's good.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Cool.
So the Vikings received their treasure from the king in the Francais, right? My question to you is, what would you have done with that treasure? Would you have just given them the treasure, or would you have played would you have had like a side motive? Would you have done something?
Oh, just pay them off and hope they actually leave? You mean?
Yeah, well, that's what they were doing. But I was thinking...
Well, because remember the British were like, they sent the boxes and then there was no money.
Exactly, so that was a trick they played.
Yeah.
What I think I would have done if I was that king, I would have had all the sick people cough on the money. And I have the money rub all over the dead people, but sick because the plague is in the castle right now.
Yeah, but they maybe don't know exactly how it spreads.
They don't, but I would have taken that chance. Because if those little Viking group there gets it, they all die.
It's true.
It's true.
You're just as bad as the early American settlers giving the natives the blankets. Yeah.
Is that what it is? Blankets?
Yeah, they gave blankets with smallpox to the natives to kill them off.
Is smallpox eradicated? Is that chickenpox?
No, we still get chickenpox now, but I think smallpox
is done. Okay.
Yeah, that one's done.
Yeah, it's bad. That's horrible for the natives. Damn British, once
Yes.
again. Okay, so Rollo is going to Ragnar and say, listen, dude, I'm going to go tell him the money's here. All right, so at this point, Ragnar is dying.
See, this is the only thing with like people like me, but I like it and dislike it of watching a show after it's been on for a long time. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't die because I'm pretty sure he's around later on, so he's not gonna die. So then the question is, how does he survive? But it does not look good.
It doesn't
not
look
look
good.
good.
I must say, when I watched this back in the day, I honestly thought he was dying.
Sure, they played it really well. Of like, oh crap, could
But
he
what
die?
a fun, like,
Yes.
game plan he had in this whole Michelle, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
All right, so it's celebrations. Everybody's celebrating with money that's full of the smallpox. And Floki and Helga, so angry at each other.
Well, she's more angry at him than she's like, I can't forgive you.
She can forgive you with the knowledge that she has that he killed Athelstan. Why is she taking it so hard? She's a Viking.
She liked Athelstan though. He was an innocent to her because he wasn't the religious who like was like the other dude, the missionary who's like, you guys are so wrong, which that's not a way to approach the Vikings. Just bad plan. Athelstan pretty much minded his own business, and I think she was like, why'd you kill this innocent dude? And clearly it wasn't what the gods wanted because Vikings got their ass whooped.
Whipped. They got it whipped real good by the French. Yeah. Well, okay, so they are angry, and so she doesn't want to have none of that.
No.
Nope.
I'm not talking to
So
you.
now the celebrations are going on.
Yep.
Ragnar, he's talking to Bjorn. He's like, listen, dude. Once again, we think Ragnar is dying because he's saying, when you lead, at some point, he's like, but you're king.
He's like, yeah, but when you lead
with your head, not with your heart. I thought he said lead with your head and your heart, and then I rewound it and I said, no, lead with your head, not with your heart. I don't know how I feel about that. Head, obviously, but heart, like, sometimes you have to, like...
Yeah,
Hey!
but I think the idea is you can let your emotions get in the way and then you might make a bad decision, so it's better to be more objective
As
when
least
leading
biased
people.
as possible.
Exactly.
As the least biased. Hi, King Egbert, our engineer there, and our fourth member of our panel on the voice there. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, this. How are you?
I said hello.
Okay, so, my goodness. All right, so Floki now, this is now the end of this first little Viking segment, where Floki is the building the beautiful the coffin for Ragnar.
I want a coffin. And you're like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
And did they have paint? Because I noticed at first it's like beautifully carved and then it got painted. So I'm like, did he bring paint with him?
Blood. I'm sure they made...
I bet he could have made it out of mud.
Well, then their
something.
shields are also painted and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, maybe. I'm sure they had
Yeah,
that trick up their sleeve. Cool.
Sure.
We'll wrap up. That's the Viking section. Really small, tight. Let's jump over to the castle segment. So let's go open the big gates, over the tunnel, through the church, and we're in the castle right now. They're in the king's quarters. And Odo and Gisla is there. They're praying and singing the glory, and the people are, happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the people are
Good
gone.
enough. Close enough.
Close enough. But Odo, he wants something from Gisla.
Well, Gisla's like, we didn't really win. That doesn't count. We paid them off.
Yeah. And what he wants is their woods. We paid them
And
off.
he's like, so can I tap that now since they went away? And she's like, this is not the time or the place. Smack, smack.
Smack, smack, smack. I love it. So,
And not the kind he likes, which we learn
oh,
later.
hey, that's very true. He likes the
Yeah.
whippity whip whip.
So I
The
was
miracle whip.
kind of getting ahead, but right on that is he because it's too early in history for him, but is he allusion to the Marquis de Sade, which is later, like 200, 300 years later in time? Do you know who that is?
Are we the same show?
Yes.
Sorry,
It
you
is,
lost me. Explain,
I'm pretty
explain.
sure, I'm not 100% sure he's French, but
Go for it.
that's how we get the word sadomasochism, because he enjoyed very
Dominatrix.
interesting sexual activities and pain.
Dominatrix?
In that realm,
Same.
sure.
He's
Well,
a-
like what he's doing to her, like that's part of the you enjoy hurting someone else or you enjoy the pain. Anyway, so he's not that guy because that's a different time period. But I kind of wonder if the show people go like, "Hey, here's like a reference to that guy," you know?
Very nice.
Slash maybe a subculture that's already starting with that, because the girl's like, all right, I'll take it.
Well, she'll take it.
She'll take it.
She'll take it for sure. But
Yeah.
she's shivering when she puts her hands in the locks there,
She
kind of
wasn't
deal.
thrilled.
Yeah,
No.
and so I already immediately think that she's not thrilled. So why would she do it? She's got a plan.
Yes, she does.
She has got an alternative side motive,
Yep.
which we'll see. Where is the live chat? Are you guys there? Sorry, I'll stop yelling. I put this and move away from my. I feel like I'm talking too loud in your ears.
No, you're good.
Are you good? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
You're
okay.
just very excited, and
I'm just very
obviously
excited.
so because it's an exciting show.
It's an exciting
And
show.
it's the
and
finale.
it's the finale, and it was an amazing finale. What
Mm-hmm.
a good fucking finale.
Very rewarding of how that plan came about.
The plane?
The plan.
Oh, the plan.
Plan.
Yes. So now this girl wants to know who this girl. This girl is Roland's wife. Mm-hmm. Roland is his first officer, or the guy that's always like just left behind, like behind him, that goes to talk
Oh,
to the.
yes.
That's who this girl's. I don't know her
Oh, really?
name.
That's who she's married to?
Yes.
Oh, I totally didn't catch that.
That's Rollo's wife, and so they get into this whole thing that we've been talking about, keeping
Yes.
it interesting with the whipping and the.
Because that
stuff.
princess is going to be boring. Can
Well,
you keep my interest? Well, we'll see.
I don't know if that princess. I think that princess will probably whip him. Maybe he would like that.
I know. It depends if you're, Anyway.
But so, just ending off as the senior, he at least had her choose the whip.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure there's multiple ones, and I don't know if she did at the end, but I would choose the one with where there's a lot of like stuff at the end. Just
Why?
to well, if it's just one thing, if it's just like one solid whip, like that would break your skin like back. The other one.
Yeah, but the little ones are like getting a bunch of little mini paper cuts, and the little teeny tiny surface cuts hurt more.
She should rub it with salt afterwards. What I'm saying, just to get it
Salt
healed.
bath, yeah.
Salt bath after.
Ugh.
Okay, so now at
anyway.
the end of this castle scene, we're
Yes.
up on the walls. We're standing there. The wind is in our hair. We looking over the river, and the question is asked: why are they still here?
It's a good question.
Right? It's been a month now. Time is flying, and so he is saying, Oda's saying, well, let's go find out. What is Hamtu saying? I think this guy may have written the how-to book for the Marquis de Sade. Isn't that what you just said?
That's what I was wondering if he's the guy who kind of started that, like if it's historical that way, or if the show just kind of was like, hey, this is a historical thing, let's put it in there. Thank you. I didn't mean
Little
it.
late on that one. I was a little late.
It's okay.
Little late.
Well, it was one of those like you're
I love
saying
that.
a line and then you go, oh, I didn't plan that, but that's great. Or if it was just one of those good timing for them. I'm trying to get back in the chat, guys. Sorry, my phone.
Get in the chat. Get in the chat there, please. Thank you. Oh, it's Gary's birthday yesterday, by the way. How dare I not say anything?
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So from birthday wishes to Ragnar's camp. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So, why haven't you guys left yet?
Because they got this awesome plan. That's why.
Well, why do they say they haven't left yet? Because they have to trick
They
the
say
French.
Ragnar's gonna die and he's not safe to travel yet, so we can't leave.
Leave, exactly. They do not leave until he's better. But he's probably going to die. And so Odo wants to see him. And he says, well, if he dies, his last wish is to get a Christian burial. And if you don't do it, we don't leave.
It's an easy
That was
deal
the
to make.
only narrative for the plan that was revealed to me when I was watching this. I had no idea what was in store.
Wait, how do you mean it was revealed to you?
I mean, it was the only narrative that I had between Ragnar and his son to say, if this is really happening and I'm dying, I want you to do this one thing for me.
Yeah, they did a great job of just
And-
giving you a little bit of something, and then you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the plan is.
Talk about suspension of...
King Egbert, did you throughout the episode, did you think the Ragnar is done? But you couldn't.
Yeah, I did.
You did think
No,
he's done.
I mean, it was a little hard to, kind of stomach it, and I was kind of really wondering where Lagerthaand was with all of this. I can't believe that he turned a Christian and, all of her
Yeah.
comments on that.
She had his back though. She's like, no, he's not really doing it in heart of hearts. And Rollo's like, well, yeah, you did. And she's like, well, you did it too.
Yeah.
So
But it wasn't for real.
was it for
Wasn't-
reals? Well,
wasn't for
same.
real.
Ragnar has some plan, and I totally think it was a brilliant plan not to tell anybody except one person, because you only really need one person
That is, I mean,
to like make that plan happen.
And it's not going to happen if somebody says something, right?
Exactly.
So that's really clever from
And then-
once again, Ragnar.
Don't you love the sitting in the coffin, listening to everyone
Oh
confess?
my goodness, how beautiful was that? So who comes in?
my gosh.
So he gets boxed up, okay?
Yep.
Bjorn is walking away once again, like looking sad. We all think Ragnar is dead. All
Yep.
right. Well done, Michael Hirst. And so he's like, you guys can go talk to him now. Once again, another setup. Because this is a plan. It's like a little mini plan inside of a plan where Ragnar wants to see where's his fellow men at in their minds.
It was kind of like how Wessex King was like, let me just like fake it and see who does something, and then I'll know who my traitors are.
Exactly. And so the
Yes.
three people, the traitors, at this scene, first of all, I think was Rollo. What he said to him.
Rollo's like, I hate you, and I love you,
I've-
and I hate you. I've always hated you.
I've always hated you. I've always despised you. Everybody has to die at some point. I thought you were special, didn't you? But the gods took you first. So nonchalant. Dick. Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
Asshole. Lagerthaand, she's like, okay, listen, guys, I love you. Hopefully we can meet again. And I'm sure
Oh, that was sweet.
Yes.
She's like, Odin will come and get you. Bring you
save
back to
you,
where you belong.
and we will feast in Valhalla
Yes.
together. Right, guys?
That was romantic.
This is interesting. This
Fight
is
and drink and
Yeah.
what?
love each other.
Yes, that's how she said it too, pretty much.
Oh, they say they love each other.
Yeah.
Oh, and love each other. I didn't miss that.
She
Thank you,
meant
King
it in a
AFTERBUZZ.
more very loving way.
She loves him still, and he loves her.
She meant bone, but that works too.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, they've still got
No.
hearts. Aslaug can go away.
Yeah, no, she's kind of dead. Well, the other thing, so did anybody, when you were watching this, how soon did you really realize the plan? Because I was trying to remember when I kind of was like, oh, I think as soon as the coffin happened and he's like, Bjorn, I have a plan, I kind of was like, he's not dead yet.
When he's told him to go speak to Ragnar.
No, after Ragnar and Bjorn are talking, when he's like, Bjorn, I have this plan, and
Oh,
you're the only person I can
something-
trust to do this.
Yes.
And then the coffin thing happens, I'm like, he's alive in the coffin.
But then they also said that he wants to be buried as a Christian.
And then I'm like, brilliant! That's the only. And then they're like, well, you can't come into the church. You can't bring armed men. I'm like, that's how they're gonna get in. But I don't know how they're not gonna do any damage. Because you're going, well, wait, what's he gonna do? Because he's pretty weak.
Yeah.
And then only the people carrying him, and they don't have weapons. But doesn't matter.
Because we're going to tell you right now what
Yes.
happens. Yeah. So the third person in this whole little tell me what's going on scene is Floki. And so Floki's like,
Ah.
you betrayed me. You betrayed the gods. You
Yep.
betrayed our future. You betrayed our heritage. And I loved you, but I hate you, but I love you. But I hate you, but I love you.
I think Ariadne, she's like, kind of tired of Floki being bitter as fuck. I agree. She just said AF, but we all know what that
Oh,
means.
is that what AF means at the
Yes.
top? Ah, I see.
I 100% agree. He was my favorite character, and then he became a little whiny
Bitch.
brat, and I was like,
And it's all Athelstan's fault that he's a brat.
oh yeah, that's
Take some
totally his fault.
responsibility,
He's like a
Floki.
little child who's like, oh, I have a sibling now, and I have to compete for my father's love.
And he even
you're just
says,
like, "Ugh."
yeah.
Exactly. Out
Exact-
of pride alone.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly, out of pride alone. And so he's sitting there and he even says, like, but you had to listen to Athelstan.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay, well, anyway, whatever, Floki, you're a bitch. And so
Yep.
you think Ragnar is dead. And so now
But now Ragnar knows, ha ha.
the march begins to the castle.
That is actually a pretty awesome little funeral procession.
Yeah, with the
Music.
It's a pretty
Nice music.
coffin.
Yep.
Very nice, the last ship.
And it was still a celebration thing. It's not super sad and somber per se.
Yeah, it was good, and the dancing was a bit
Mm-hmm.
the dancing was a bit crazy, with the fox heads and the wolves and the hee-yaw. So it was kind of weird. That didn't match Vikings for me.
We haven't seen that many funeral. Well, they've done them more out to sea. They've like
would've-
taken the boat and pushed it out to sea rather than. No, they have done some festival around the fire stuff where it is like that.
Before the
yeah.
Blood Eagle, yes,
Yeah.
before. But I would more
And
like
they've done some
like a
more-
mean ooh. But,
Yeah.
There was okay.
They're trying to freak out
I
the,
feel like
the Catholic.
If I was
Christians.
Ragnar, I would have changed that. I'm just saying.
Ah.
I would have changed that.
It's like, thanks guys, it was great service.
Yeah.
Now I wondered how is he breathing in there? Because if Floki made that airtight, he kind of would have suffocated.
I wonder if I don't know if he meant that with ship like airtight, like seal it up. But they just put the lid on, like they didn't seal it, so.
You hope there's an airflow.
Hopefully we open it
That
up.
was like a course of like 12 hours or something like that.
Yeah, and then
It's a long time to be laying down in there.
the coffin.
Air,
And
going
a
to the
box.
bathroom,
Like a boss.
being like,
Yeah, they just poop and pee themselves. What if he just died in there and everybody's like
That
waiting for him
would've
to jump
sucked.
out
Yeah,
and
just
nothing
kidding.
happens?
yep,
Oh, can we go on with the funeral now? Okay.
yep.
Anyway, so we digress. The church, the funeral. Like this happened a little bit that happened really quick. I was kind of hoping they were going to build up to it, but he just like, ha!
I know,
Hey!
surprise!
Ah!
The dead body came back. Holy shit!
And he's immediately
Yeah.
got a knife against the king's throat.
Yep.
Right there, but he doesn't kill him.
Because Odo cares about the princess's life, not the king's life.
Why do you say that?
Because then, it's when he gets near the princess. Oh, he just tells the king like, "I won," and then it's
Yeah.
like, "Peace out." But then he sees something of like, "Don't." Odo says something like, "Don't harm the princess," and then Ragnar's like, "That's the person that Odo's not going to kill me over." So she's the new prisoner.
Perfect.
So
I
he
love it.
notices that
Yeah.
the head of the guards cares more about the princess. So he's like, "Cool, got my exit
That's my
ticket."
new target. And then
Yep. Kills the bishop guy anyways. Yep. Yeah, that was like, oh.
I'm not a Christian, FYI,
Yeah, he's like, ha, just kidding.
is what Ragnar's not said, but obviously
Well-
meant.
Hamto said for the dancing part, choreography was not one of Ragnar's many skills. Well, they had to do it without him there, so,
He said, I like how the seer predicted
Yes.
that the dead will take Paris, the fake dead.
I know. I was like, I thought it'd be dead. Well, I was vaguely close. I felt they're going to use a dead body.
Well, okay, I still, in the beginning of this episode, listened to what you said. You were saying it might be the plague, which it was. And so
Sort of.
everybody thought maybe that, and then it was the dead will conquer Paris, which is right.
I was like, I know it's going to be dead
Good
people.
job, Hamto.
And then I was like, the dead are going to come in somehow. They're going to use bodies. So vaguely close-ish.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah,
It worked.
it
Very
worked.
close. So now these guys are, what else worked is Ragnar's taking the girl hostage, and so they
Yep.
are moving backwards towards the gates. Get to the gates.
Open, and guess who's outside? Everybody.
Everybody. They walk all the way through, and before
Yes.
he tells Gisela, he's like, okay, go,
I know, that was the funniest, weirdest interaction. He's like,
go. Get you. He's like almost disgusted. He's like,
yeah,
I'm
he's
not-
like, I don't want to touch you.
Yeah,
and
why
she's
did-
like, okay.
Are you not gonna do anything?
And she's like, you sure? And that was the funniest and weirdest
Yeah, but
interaction.
he looked at her like, did you really think I was gonna hurt you? Or you like, no.
He's
what
like,
kind of thing?
really?
Yeah,
Go,
just
you
go,
stupid little...
And then
crap.
doors open, and Bjorn, Gangster's Paradise,
Yeah.
like,
Leads the charge.
yeah.
Yep. Vikings come in and kick some ass. Yep. Though, my goodness, when the Vikings first run in, where are their fucking shields? And when they get shot by all the arrows, when they first come down that narrow street, there's like a bunch of them fall down. Shields? Shields. Anybody? Because
Shield
they've done
wall?
such a
Anybody?
good job with that before that it's like,
Anybody?
nobody had shields at the front.
Did you bring your shield?
Oh, fuck, I left it at home. My bad.
Shall we not doing the? So let me
No
just get
shields
let me
either.
just get the okay. So the
Okay.
doors are gonna open, and once we
Yes.
run in, there's not gonna be a shield wall.
No, not this time.
Okay. Okay.
Did you bring
I'll
your
see-
axe? We just need our axe
I
or
have my
sword?
axe, but I guess I'll see you in Valhalla then.
All right.
Cool.
It was so dumb because you're like, what? I don't know. That was the only part where I was like, that was
Wait.
bad Viking
So
plan.
we
fighting.
run into the French without our shield. Okay. I just can't get over it.
It'd
Okay.
be
Yes.
later, so we run faster.
Very good
Yeah.
point, Kari D. Lane.
Yeah.
So the Vikings go into the city and they pillage and raid whatever they want to
Yes.
take. And it's there. So obviously, at this point, what point did they understand what was going on? Do you think?
The French?
The Vikings outside that knew they were going to attack as soon as the door opens up.
Oh, well, I bet Bjorn said, hey guys, we are going to be doing a new attack. My father he probably said something like, Ragnar
Yeah.
told me this plan that we're going to do. And maybe even said, like, his body's going to be the distraction. Like, tells them after because there's nothing they can do about it now. but just failed to mention that he's alive part. And then they see him and they're like,
Those eyes,
why
though.
didn't you trust me?
Did you see that look, though? It's all about trust. That look that
when he
Ragnar
looks-
gave them and then they for Ragnar.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was just sitting, he was all tired.
he's like, His look to Floki too, and a Lagerthaand is like
That
that.
slow motion walking, because Lagerthaand told him that she just loved him.
Yep.
Floki is being a bitch. And Rollo, the worst of all of them.
Yep.
You know? Oh my god. Okay, cool
Yep.
gang. The gang knows. The gang's in the know. You
Yep.
know? Cool. So they
Why
leave.
didn't you tell me?
They
Because
take what
you
they
would've
want.
Messed it up. That's why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now, yeah, so the king is crying. Gisela is telling him, get up, bitch. Like,
Yes.
the pagans has gone. Like, be a man. Like, I was there on knife point. And is there a tear down my face? No.
And he was so lame before. He's like, if only my grandfather Charlemagne, that's my grandfather Charlemagne. If you could see me now, guys, like,
I would be like
oh my
the
gosh.
tits. I would be so mad.
And then he's like, they conquered. And this, like, whining like a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I almost felt bad for him.
Thank God Charlemagne wasn't there.
Right? Yeah, he's a little whining.
God.
Yep.
So back at camp, where we left off,
Yes.
why didn't you tell us? Oh, and as they talking
Because
to
you
Bjorn.
guys would have messed it up. That's why.
Yes, and a king gave me an order. He's still the king, and he told me
Yeah.
what to do, and I did it. So fuck off.
Yep,
Okay.
pretty much. Go, Bjorn.
Hey, Jesus. Okay, so
Yep.
now that's the first point of order. So shut up. Second
Yes.
point of order is we need to leave a settlement.
Yep, we're gonna go back home. We're gonna say peace out. We'll come back later, but we need to leave some people here.
Okay.
So who wants to volunteer?
Volunteer. Rollo puts up his hand.
Well, first it's like, I'm gonna stay.
Volunteer. Floki puts up his hand.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, no, and then it's like, oh, okay, Rollo, you're gonna do it. You say, all right, I'll stay.
Yeah, Rollo stayed.
And a lot of people stayed actually, like as they're watching the boats.
Who's rowing these boats going away?
All the other Vikings.
There's over 1,000 died up already. Okay.
I know. I was like, their numbers
We need
are
the
way
numbers are
bigger
off,
than I
guys. I'm gonna
thought.
call them out on this. Their
Yeah.
numbers are way off.
You know what'd be crazy, and I bet somebody on the internet has done this, and if you guys want to find it and leave a comment, it'd be funny, is per season or episode, has anybody ever done a body count? Because there are those people that are so into it, they'll be like, okay, in episode 9, episode 10, this many people died, and wouldn't it be crazy to know, like, the body count per season?
You would be tracking all the clans who got together for every raid.
I know. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Well,
but
good.
I mean, the thing is,
You have some
it'd be more
work to do.
Yeah, it'd be the only way to actually count it fairly would be as if what you saw, because you can't say numbers for the people you didn't see. But it'd be hard because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You'd be counting like the hundreds really fast.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, there's way more people than you would think
they should.
sitting there on this.
Exactly. On this little
waiting
boat
there.
and waiting on the grass.
Bye, guys. See
And
you
Rollo
later.
standing there with his old glory, his hair.
Yes.
Okay, so now Rollo
Rollo.
stayed himself, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why do you think, is at this point, it's what I'm thinking is he knows he betrayed Ragnar just by saying that to him, that he's being a bitch to him. So what's the point of even going back? Ziggy is dead. He's nothing to go back to.
Yeah, he's done. He is nobody. Lagerthaand's no way gonna get
Exactly.
back with him.
He's nobody. But then he also, in the middle of the episode, was looking at France, and
He's like, arrr.
if
Saw the
you know what's
princess.
going to happen to yourself, you would dance in the rain naked.
So he goes,
That's right.
maybe there's something here for me.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking exactly, Kari D. Lane. Okay, so now that's it for the Vikings.
Hamto said I volunteered to do the Lagerthaand boning count.
Nah. I love it.
But all things
Yes.
considered, she hasn't had that much sex per what we've seen. There could be plenty of other stuff that goes on. Even Ragnar, too. Like,
Oh,
of
God.
how many people? It's not like our main characters are having sex with, like, 10 people an episode or something. It's like every 5, there's 1 or 2-ish.
But
You
just
know.
to watch the boning scenes with Lagerthaand. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
I bet you'd be like,
I can do that.
and pause. And pause. You're like, oh,
Pause,
camera,
pause.
tilt lower. 'Cause have you guys done that? You know the camera's not going to move, but you're like,
Yes.
yeah. You're like, come on.
Come on, the king says. Come on.
You guys know you do.
So right now at the castle, the king is saying they are going to return next spring. We know
Yes.
that. They had dinner with Gisela right now.
Yep.
Okay. So what are we going to do?
Well, we got to make some kind of treaty because apparently that's
No, treaty's not going to work. Maybe we should pay them more money.
Oh yeah, this is the money. No, daughter, I have a way better plan because I don't like you. Guess what? I'm gonna marry you off to one of them because that's a brilliant plan. Because you're annoying, and this is a great way to get you out of my castle.
Castle, exactly. This is my castle because I'm
And
the
she's
king.
like,
Yeah.
the fuck? No, she was.
I'm not asking you as your father. I'm asking you
telling
as
you as
the
the
emperor
emperor.
of
Yes.
France. Thank you.
Because she's like, I would die for Paris. Well, apparently you won't go marry one of the heathen pagan people.
Whoo, boy.
Yeah,
So now they
she's
go to
not
Rollo.
happy.
They say, listen, dude, I'm going to give you a daughter, the king's daughter. I'm going to give you a land,
Yep.
and I'm going to make you a duke.
title.
Yeah, the highest title that the emperor can bestow on anybody.
You know?
You in?
Rollo's like, makes it like he's thinking about it. All right, that's a good plan. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm down.
What in return, though?
Yeah, he's a good question. What do you want? I want you to help fight against your brother when he returns.
Okay, so that's bottom line. That's what's going to happen here.
And you're going to trust him? That's one thing. And then two, if he
Stupid.
gets that good of a status, they might not need to fight France when they come back.
Maybe not. Maybe they can
You
just
know?
make peace and
Yeah.
share the land and make this new fertile
Yeah.
land. We'll see what happens.
We'll find out.
And so now that's happened. That is funny because in this church scene, Gisla's like, I would rather have sex with a dog on the street than marry this man that's more beast than man. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I love the translator guy. The translator guy is like,
His red lips
I
and his
don't-
makeup.
he just stands there and
He's
he's
like,
like
he doesn't know what to say. He didn't even say anything.
yeah, he's like, oh man, this is just getting worse. And Rollo's still
Do I
like,
have to tell him that?
I think Rollo is intrigued and he likes his women feisty. So I don't think he's turned off by
Yes.
it all. And I think he knows that she's not happy.
but he was still grinning from ear to ear.
He
just
is.
like
Because he was
barely
like-
pulling off hello.
Bonjour.
Yeah, he was so happy. He's
And
like,
he's like, I've got one
"Hi."
word. You guys like me now. I mean, like,
It was great.
I love it.
and
yeah.
he says it so like, I said it right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did say it.
Bonjour. See, you know that word, right?
Exactly.
And she's like, I am never going to marry him. And he's like, cool. So the wedding's this weekend, right? You
yeah,
know? He's
exactly.
like,
He loves it. He loves his woman feisty. You saw it
Yes.
when he saw on the wall. He looked at her. Growl,
He
growl,
likes-
growl.
he
his
likes
woman
a feisty
Okay,
woman.
feisty.
he likes Lagerthaand, so fair enough.
Yeah,
Though that
true.
princess is no comparison to her.
No,
But
Lagerthaand's a beast.
yeah.
So let's wrap this up, guys. We're not going
Yep.
to talk whole 15 minutes because your time is so valuable, and we're going to wrap this up right now. So this is how the next season will be, like one episode per night, which is amazing. We can take our time, make lots of jokes. It's going to be amazing. So the ending scene here, they're on the boat. They're leaving back to Kattegat.
Ragnar's all wrapped up in his blanket.
Floki.
He's like, Floki, come here. Floki's all excited, like, yeah, what's up, man? And then Ragnar's like, you killed Alastan. I fucking hate you. Okay, go sit back down. Like,
Go sit back down.
yeah, he's like,
Go row a
that's
bit.
it.
We left all the people back there. You row.
And Floki just was like, oh,
Yes, he killed
Crunch!
Athelstan. Of course he did. And he didn't tell him that. We don't know if Helga told him that or if he just drew the conclusion because he knows.
he
He
knew.
knows.
And he just had to hear Floki say it himself.
He just knows.
Yeah.
Okay. And guys, that wraps up season 3, episode 10 in the whole of season 3. So now, predictions for season 4. Kari D. Lane.
Oh boy. Well,
And
with
now,
4,
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
since we're coming back for the second half of 4, am I just predicting what's happening at the beginning or just what's
Oh,
going to go
that's
down?
a very good question.
I'm like, oh, well.
no, give us your predictions, like big ones, like throughout
Okay.
season 4. What do you think is going to happen
Uh,
with the storyline now?
Well, I have a semi-cheat, which I'll incorporate. One, Rollo obviously is going to marry the princess, and because we already had the Sears thing that the bear is going to marry the princess, and I think it's going to take her a long time, but I think she's going to be like some of the other ladies that go, wait, Vikings are actually they're cooler than I expected. I kind of know, if only because I interviewed someone for season 4, is, well, they've already gone to England, they've already gone to France. What's another country we could go to? Asia! So they'll be somehow they're going to go to Asia, which I'm not exactly sure how they're going to get there, but that's a new thing they could do. And they're going to rape Well, no, the Vikings are not rapists. That's true. They're not quite the. They are
raping
conquerors, and
I think they rape.
I guess some of them do.
Some of them
There's
raped it.
definitely
Our hero
some
main
rapists
characters
in there, yeah.
aren't. Yeah, our main characters are not. Because I remember Ragnar stopped other people of like,
Yeah.
hey, not cool. Anyways, yes. He's like, hey, pull the yellow card, red card.
What about the Vikings returning to Paris? What's your prediction? What's gonna happen with Rollo's new position?
I don't think Ragnar and Rollo are really gonna fight it out. They could, but I don't really see that as being the big thing because they're not gonna. The Vikings who come back are not going to want to fight the Vikings that stayed behind. Ragnar and Rollo fighting, maybe, but the Vikings who left and then the ones who stayed aren't gonna be like, yeah, dude, let's totally kill each other, buddy. I missed you.
Yeah, that's not gonna
That feels
happen at
weird,
all,
but-
and we won't know what's gonna
Yes.
happen because you guys, well, Kari doesn't, because she needs to go watch season 4, episode
know.
1 to 10 to find out what's going on. And then
Yup.
when we get back into this studio with you guys at home, we're picking it up at season 4, episode 11.
Yeah, so now I gotta catch up, and you guys, if you haven't watched it already, you could watch what James and Jaco did for season 4, the beginning, and then I'll be with the other people too who haven't watched Vikings yet to watch the beginning of 4 to catch up. So I'm excited, and now I can binge watch because it's been really hard to only watch like 2
Yeah.
at a time. I'm like,
Yeah, you're gonna have,
when it's available to you, because the new ones, we can't binge watch because then it will be actually like
yeah,
live.
we're going to do it on the
Yeah.
night. On the night, right after, we're going to have the after
Woo!
show. We have thousands of people that watches it, and it's going to be so much fun, guys. Once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight here for episode 10 for season 3, season finale. We love you guys always joining us. Hamto, Adriadne, Josh Vision is there, James was on there. Thank you guys so much. My name is Jaco Vienings, and you guys can catch me all over social media at Jaco Vienings and Grape Escape TV. It's all about wine.
Nice. And then, we should have incorporated that because we're in France. So when we come back, we'll have to do something with your wine.
Yes, we'll do that.
And my name's Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's Karidlane. And yeah, just to recap, some of the people were asking in the chat. No, I had not seen any of Vikings. So it's been an absolute blast watching it with people who have. And it's like, no, really, I don't know what happens. The only thing I know is about the interview with Diane Doan. So you guys can watch that actually in advance, getting ready for season 4. That was a interview here at AFTERBUZZ Studio. So anyway,
Awesome.
It's been so much fun. I'm
So
excited
much
for the rest
fun.
of 4. Yay! And we missed James, who wasn't here, but it's all right. He'll be back when
We'll
we're
see
back.
you guys when we're back in season
Yes.
4, episode 11. Bye!
Woo!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.